we're ready to continue onward. I am a ninja.
Ninja.
So, we talked to Dickon.
You talked to the dick.
Well, no, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. You're correct. I'm very hungry and I don't know what I'm having for dinner. Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from the sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. And as much as you like, you hear? Thanks.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Their previous food.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Oh no.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
Poor Ironville.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
How cruel.
I see.
Oh, what? Why does he have
All
gray
this
in his
time
hair
you were
right
from
there?
Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times,
Salad looks yummy.
many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Drama.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Or at least someone other than that guy.
I understand
What
your
are they
reasons,
talking about?
but this being an event
I don't
that
know,
will
it
dictate
probably
the
got
course of your
mentioned
nation's future,
in one of the
is it appropriate for outsiders like
Dreams
us to be involved?
live events. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
I'm just sitting there in my ninja
And so I
costume.
ask
You're
you,
one of good
Will
character.
you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
I picked the wrong cutscene to be wearing this outfit.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm
I'm
to
gonna
triumph
become
over the
a
competition.
ruler of a whole
I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your
continent.
answer.
Or something like that.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
That sounds like me. Can I have your leftovers? Oh, what's my boyfie say? Hmm. Okay, so get to pick some food. Critical determination. What'd you pick?
The first one.
I was gonna pick. You copied me.
That's it.
Ah! Garaha Tia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Nomenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Oh, well, I'm not gonna make him think I'm uncultured. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Oh, quite right. Not only would it help you make an informed decision, if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, friend, let us be off to the archives. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Nope. Nope. No.
Sorry, Dad. Pudding way.
Anyway,
What you up to? too. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all. But I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. You do it. You got this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Ra. History, geography, botany, the public archives alone should suffice to provide a solid grounding on Tyrol. There's one over here, unblemished book. It isn't. Huh?
That same thing right there.
It's impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tyrol. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as this place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498, the Sixth Astral Era, when a Lominsan sailor named Ketanram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketanram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with the permission to roam freely. Ketanram would return to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Linsa Limensa. The most notable of these is the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketanram's expedition to Tyrol. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and the gripping legends, such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketanram's circle, Tyrol largely remained shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Holy goodness, that was so much! A thingy wingy! Babe, I found a thingy wingy!
So it's that same thing next to Graha?
How do I do it?
Flash lookout.
The pride of the studium and parent institution to the great Gubal Library, this massive collection of scrolls and tomes is the largest of its kind. Knowledge from every corner of the world is collected here. Efforts to compile the Bibliotheca Historica, the ultimate repository of wisdom, is an endeavor without end. Okay. Thank you. You're just waiting on me. I'm trying to spice this up for people. I'm doing my reading. Faded Tome. Is this one just as long?
There are somewhere.
Okay, so this one is every land given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tyrol is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familial sight in Eorzea, many more exist that rarely seen the side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. The alpaca, accustomed to Tyrol's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin, has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. The wivray, this ferocious scale is native to the dense jungles of Tyrol. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Weaveray is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. The Valagarmanda. No, it's the Valharmanda. This is the one that Wuklamot was talking about. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. That was cool. The Valley Harmanda is something that Wuklamont brought up yesterday. Last time we played. Leather-bound book. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the 3 great continents in Tyrol. Oh gosh, this is gonna be boring. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilzabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tyrol waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungles. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mammal Jaw succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. The autarchs? What is that word? One more. Are you enjoying me reading to you? I should do it every night to put you to bed. Let's see. What a name. Isilswiss. Blue covered book. Is this oceans? Oh, blue magic. The origins of blue... Oh, yeah, the blue mage. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallachie, a tribe in the distant continent of Tyrol. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachie's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallachie. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tyrol, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Raha will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the rest of the friends. I didn't read the last part.
Reference.
Raha! Scored the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent.
Words are hard.
Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tyrol. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. I'm gonna get scolded. Need to sit up straight. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrol within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Probably the City of Gold.
That's what I'm thinking.
Ha! As suspected, any mention of a city of gold would catch your eye. It is truly a mystery among mysteries. Here, a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. Oh. Raha, you're beautiful. You want to make out? But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tyrol? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. We did. We learned about the Valharmonda.
The alpacas, right?
Yeah. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales as hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Alice! Alice! Oh, Alfie! I missed you guys! How you guys doing? You grown up so big. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own to do? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with the knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with the Rajat Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. Let me fix my mic so I'm not popping. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. What are the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? Oh man, let me tell you guys! Let me tell you what's up! Let's go! Okay, so first of all, Aaronville showed up and he was like, hey, I got a friend. This all started when I met Alfie. On a carriage to Gridania, a nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrol. What's disparate mean? Are they saying that they're like don't have a good life? Essentially different in kind, not allowing comparison. Oh, okay, so there's just a completely different way of living, culture, everything. Oh no, I clicked it! Oh well. Sorry. The contest is Cordelia's the only one allowed to help Mouk Lamont? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Mouk Lamont gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Alice's smile. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait up. Twould seem our plans have changed. If you'll excuse me. Bye, guys. See you later. Don't forget to visit your mom and dad. Dad, he's still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I thought he's dead.
Just the grandpa.
They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Anything with you, Raha. We could just go hang out in a flower field. Make out, eat tacos. I'm just saying. Raha, I love you.
Love me.
He already loves me. Him and Alice are my biggest fans. Hello, I'm back.
Oh well.
Boop.
I'll come back.
How cool I am. I run like Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naruto run. Rah! Raha, raha, raha.
It's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wurklamat's request?
I'm gonna accept. I want to go on an adventure with you. I never say no to a new adventure.
I'd rather not get involved in politics.
Ah. I mean, based on what's going on, I feel like we're
I thought you
not.
might say that.
No, no.
Although we are helping.
With an intrepid attitude such as yours,
Succession
I
to the throne.
believe all
Yeah,
shall be
but
well.
So, dealing with politics, but not...
Be it the
loose
contest or
sense of the
something
thing.
else,
yeah.
there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yep. Because we're the same, Raha. You're my adventure buddy. I'll go anywhere with you. And babe.
Such a journey would
And
be
my
the
wife.
envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in
Those two
Numenor.
words.
The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel,
Oh,
and
no.
think.
No. No.
It's enough
Put
to stir me
Heidelin
to
away.
the core.
Those these words.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
Tacos.
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
I'm always true
Only
to
then
myself.
can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ah, but there's an idea.
He has no gray
I
in his
have a
hair
matter
in
to
this
attend
angle.
to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
But he had gray in that one scene. I love the
Yeah,
gray.
the angle made it look like it came back.
I love the gray. I'm into some gray hair. I would swim so much if I was there. Dankrid! Thank Dad!
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oop. Welcome back, Cordelia. If you're looking for Wuklamot, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you'd like, I can go and fetch them for you. What are they doing in there? Just having a good old time. Destination. Hold on, I'm gonna switch so I can see my face. There we go. I can't see my face in these scenes. I'm too cute for that. My friends.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
We're going on an adventure. I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before.
Okay, Star Trek.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You betcha.
You're not planning to leave without
Alistair!
us, are you?
My friends! Ba, ba, ba.
Alphino, Alize! What are you two doing here?
Going on an adventure.
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erinville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
They're so
Tis an
short.
honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do.
I feel like Wooklamat is
We've
probably
been
like
assisting with the
19.
rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is
Right.
being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
You're not getting away that fast there, Emble.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Ryle.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Ah, Raha.
Perhaps I was.
Notices.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about.
We have Tataru.
I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha,
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
This is definitely gonna be our wedding march.
thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
It perfectly ties our relationship together.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Our money. Don't let Tataru know.
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Yeah. Except I'll finish the quest goes right into another cutscene, which I did not realize. But I stopped. I'm gonna start the cutscene.
Just wait. I mean,
Well,
I know
I
you
did-
said you didn't know, but you can
Yeah.
not continue the cutscene.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not
okay.
continuing the cutscene.
Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Aaronville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparation. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming journeys. Now, depart, be rest assured, ready to go. Here we go. Knapsack. Research has proven that wearing a knapsack or similar greatly reduces the likelihood of being pestered with questions about how you can carry so many items. Used to acquire a knapsack. Alright, entering the cutscene.
Alright.
Meanwhile, in Limsa Lominda. Estinian!
When does the next ship set sail? May I ask your destination?
Tural.
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
No. He's. Uh-oh. That guy's walking off. Oriange. Think Dad.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen. But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways. Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them. If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed. Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come? Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel. Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Don't look straight at me. I'm ready for that.
Come, my friend.
It's
we
time
make
for our
Tural.
bromance.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizons bound, and tread the gilded path beyond. Yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Endwalker completely done.